let's talk SR2.
Yeah.
And this was created between 2018 and 2019. The smaller gap, because the other one was across maybe just over a year and a half.
Yeah.
The launch was epic. So thanks for letting me host,
Yeah,
firstly.
thank you.
So happy to be there. It was just before the pandemic as well. So it's actually the last time I was out until lockdown. And even just seeing, like, visually in that space of your launch, all the people in their SR2 T-shirts, it just showed how much you'd grown, both in, like, your skill and your community around you, of, like, your network who are just really supporting you. Even the fans, like, the amount of that, it was packed. Do you know what I mean? The venue was absolutely packed. And someone really special to you and a massive support to your music also became a much bigger fan.
I don't think I could have dated someone who I didn't believe in terms of their musical talent. And so it was a relief, to be honest. So I remember thinking that was probably the first thing I thought of when I heard his music, that I was like, oh, thank God he's good, so we can continue dating, because I can't lie about music. And if he asks me, what do you think? I'm not going to lie. And then there we go. If he can't take that, then that's relationship over.
Can you imagine?
Oh my days.
You could have got dumped if you
It's
wasn't
like,
good.
yo, the music ain't good. Nah, this ain't working. Oh my days.
I respect the honesty, though.
Yeah.
I'd be the same.
Yeah. Like, fair play, man. you got to... Yeah, I'm just glad that you like my music, or you respect it, you know. Because I know that, you know, my fiance doesn't love every song, you know, but she can always respect every song, you know, like what I put into it, you know.
And do you know what's funny? Every single person I spoke to had that same take, in that your music is two different vibes, as in you can party to it, you can cry to it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of recurring comments about the fact that you are actually talking about sometimes stuff that's very deep and personal, but on a vibe, with every bass line. Is that intentional to, like, have those big bundles of emotions across your music?
Yeah, like, everything, is intentional to just kind of not just focus on one thing or one sound, because, you know, like, we're human beings and we experience different emotions, and I'll get bored making this just the same type of sound, the same genre, same tempo, same. Like, you know, mix it up. Like, so yeah, it is intentional, but it's really intentional in terms of, like, trying to put emotion into what I'm doing, because I guess that's because what music has done for me, you know. I want to be able to, you know, pass that on and do the same. So like I mentioned, like Kid Cudi was a huge influence on, like, putting emotion and just honesty and trying to be vulnerable in your music. That's been something that I'm still trying to become even, you know, take it even further. Like, because I do realize that I don't, even though there's emotional stuff in there, it's not always, I'm not, like, literally ripping the Band-Aid off and exposing myself fully.
Yes, it's all very cleverly hidden.
Yeah. But that's probably because of just how I've kind of grown up and had to kind of protect myself a bit. But I do want to continue pushing that boundary and trying to make even more emotionally charged or influential music. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So just want to keep going and seeing where it goes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk through the SR2 track list a little bit. So you've got Really Talking, yeah. Reload, Don't Lie, Alone, Premium Wood, Running From You, and All Right. So let's kick off with Really Talking. Feels like you just seemed excited to be back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm back. Hello, SR2, let's go.
I just wanted to, like, hit everyone with just some bars. Just say, like, okay, cool. Yeah, there's a one, yo, I'm ready. Like, I'm still a rapper, like, kind of thing. That's what I wanted to hit people with.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the energy it came with. And it's called Yeah as well. Like, if I put a bracket in the name of my song, it's usually because the name of the beat is called in this case, when I made the beat, I saved it as because that's how I felt about it.
Oh.
And then then it's called Really Talking. And like that's what happens sometimes. But and then obviously I started saying yeah on the beat, and it's become a little thing like when I perform it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I say a lot anyway, so yeah. And that was my beat tag. That was my beat tag. What's a beat
tag?
You know when the beat starts and the producer's name is at the beginning?
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah. So like it goes,
That's a good running joke now. That's the chat.
It goes SlickdotR, yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
I love that was born on SR2. And then Reload, the bass on this track, but I feel like the BPM was slower than your usual BPMs.
Yeah.
Even though it was a really bassy, like heavy track. Was this you kind of like gearing up, being a bit playful?
Yeah, like I wanted to just have something a bit bouncy, but with a dark element to it.
Yeah.
But like bass is a heavy influence, you know, in what I do. Like I love the bass is so important. And so, I just wanted to create something a bit slower that had more of a bounce, to be honest. So that was fun putting that out, shooting a video. And
even playing with the pitch on your voice. I remember being like, I can't remember why, but I had to reference something. And I was like, who's the featuring artist on this?
Yeah.
And he was like, it's me. And I was like, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, I just changed the pitch on my voice. And I was like, oh my God, that is so clever.
Yeah, like that is a time where I started experimenting more with, just how I kind of mix with my voice, and I'm definitely gonna hear that, you know, music to come as well. Like, it's a part of just experimenting with your sound and just keep progressing with it, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Don't Lie. So I feel like this was the start of maybe something new. Felt a bit more exciting. Felt a bit like a new chapter. And the energy, if I was to compare it, I would say it was similar to Say It to My Face, but was you talking about something new? I don't know. This is just what I'm taking from it.
That's funny because I think Don't Lie, the idea of it was actually made in the same kind of period as Say It to My Face.
It makes sense.
But I developed it properly like later down the line. But yeah, Don't Lie is more like it's like a reality / fantasy kind of vibe. In terms of like, this is what I need to say. Like, with SR1, I said that SR stands for SlickdotR, but also surreal. Like,
what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, what's actually funny?
SR is just SlickdotR.
Yeah. Like, what's funny is that on the SR1 cover, you would see that there's a street name in the cover that says surreal.
I didn't do my research enough.
It's like a little golden nugget kind of. Is that what they call it? Golden egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, tapping back into this song, it's just I like mixing, you know, reality with fantasy as well. Like, just taking the listener on a journey. Sometimes it's nice to use music to escape a bit sometimes.
Yes, definitely. I think most people use it for escapism. And then Alone. Yeah. So I feel like this showcased some of the tones of SR1, where it's a bit darker for the project in general. Yeah. So maybe this was like at a point in your life personally, I'm not sure. But even visually, like the video, you're alone. Like you're on the keys, you're on the drums, you're on the guitar. And then even like how you developed everything, the loop pedal, things like that. How was that? Because obviously the title speaks for itself, but actually putting that together must have been very difficult, especially the video.
Yeah. Like it was definitely a time where I wanted to tap into, you know, the idea of feeling alone. Because there are always times where sometimes I recognize that we're all born alone and we'll die alone. You know, so we're all feeling these things in our world, but then sometimes you got to remember that, you know, other people are experiencing these things, and we're all collectively one you know, one kind of, well, I can't even think of the word now. We are one being, we're human beings, we're all one, you know. But like with that video, I was inspired by Outkast, by the way. Hey Ya.
Ah, of course, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it was Andre 3000, like he was playing all the instruments.
Yeah.
And I liked how it's a sad song. If you read we're talking about Hey Ya, like it's a sad song, but the music's so uplifting.
Yeah.
So with Alone, I wanted to just tap into sadness, but make it playful with the video, and just play with the fact that I'm alone, but there's multiple versions of me.
Yeah.
And I'm just rocking out, and I just wanted to tap into that.
Visually, what was nice about seeing all the instruments, not if I know you can you play all those instruments?
Oh no, no.
But it played into your production background.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not playing those instruments, you're still creating the sound.
Yeah.
So I really like that about it.
Thanks, yeah.
And then Premium Wood. I'm not going to lie. I was like, even when you sent me that track, I was like, this is the first time I've seen like the dirty, more sexual, more playful side of you as an artist.
Yeah.
Was you single when you made Premium Wood?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But you know that I like it literally came from like I was out with a mandem.
Of course.
And we were en route from, where was it? Like we had some drinks, and then we were en route to a club or something. And then on the train, I made the beat on my phone. The beat for this track, I made the beat on my phone. And then
what app was you using?
it's an app called Machine.
Okay.
And then like it's with the mandem, it's just like, oh, it's just a joke, you know. And then it became and then
no banter.
And my friend was telling a story about he needed to fix his bed.
Okay.
And he was saying he needs to replace the bed slabs, and he wants the premium wood. Not that shit, not that like cheap wood, that premium wood
stuff.
And he's literally talking about wood. And then I just turn it into a joke. And then that's how it kind of develops. So it's like, it just reflects like just fun, like
it is
doesn't have to be
one of your more fun, like just let's enjoy it.
Yeah, like it's not taking myself too seriously.
Yeah, not every day get deep.
Yeah, but it was a fun period.
If you haven't seen the video, go and watch the video.
Yeah, the video is fun. It's
reminded me
playful.
of Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes
vibes.
Sick. That's what the video reminded me of. Do you remember that song?
Yeah, Baby Cakes. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But it was fun, man. Like but it's the song that I haven't performed since literally the last time I performed it was so fitting for, me to end that era.
Yeah.
And it was performed at the Paul Raymond Porn Awards.
Okay.
So it's a porn industry, and they host awards for like, the best newcomer, the best MILF, the best.
Why have I not heard of these awards before?
It's a proper industry, and my friend Artist, like he was hosting it, like he's a sick beatboxer, host, you know. Yeah. So they booked me for that show, and obviously that song went down well there.
I can imagine.
It was
theme tune now.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, so sometimes life is just about having fun as well. It doesn't have to be. It can be tongue in cheek. It doesn't have to be too serious. Kind of. It was cool.
I like that. Yeah. Like I said earlier, you're one of the more vulnerable artists I know, but also the fact you can like take the mick out. It's like it's not all serious. Do you know what I mean? And then Running From You. There's a lyric I picked out in this. He ain't got nothing on me. You see what I can do within a week. He couldn't even do it in 3. To me, this felt like a closure, like kind of track. Like you was basically saying, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Part of my life.
Yeah. Literally. This is funny now because this was inspired by, firstly, it was inspired by Maya, Case of the X.
So I was right with closure, kind of that area.
Yeah, so like the chord progressions are quite similar, pitched it, made it more, moodier. And then I kind of wrote it in a way that I was responding to, someone who, I don't know, it was just the energy of like trying to tap into getting away from a certain situation, and not everything was directly about one particular thing, but it was more about just touching on certain subjects that I'm sure people would kind of understand, in terms of like being with someone who might be unfaithful, or being with someone who you might not, feel like you want to be with anymore, or trust issues, or that sort of stuff. And it's about getting away from it and, just moving on to something new. Do you know what I mean? And
change, no matter what change it is in life, it's always difficult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think the fact you could use your music as a way to like release some of that emotion, that's really nice.
Yeah, so yeah. And I even shot a music video for that as well, but I haven't put
I haven't seen that either,
Yes.
You got some big catalogue we need to see. What are you doing with this stuff?
It's crazy, man. Well, I'm just excited about new stuff. I guess a lot of artists. So, and here we got Tempo.
He's going to make an appearance.
Here's our Tempo. What are you saying?
So before we get into the next one, let's hear how All Right makes people feel.
Well, my all-time favorite tune by him is All Right. I'm a big fan of like really introspective tunes, and I love when artists are like really open and transparent about how they're feeling about certain things. And there's always like this doubt that's always seems to be just like around many artists in a sense. And that tune, I feel like he executed it, with the production. And on top of that, the vocals. So yeah, that's my all-time favorite tune from him, from SR2.
Wow. Yeah.
Again, similar to Pressure, this is one of my go-tos. I remember there was a point, and it was probably a reflection of my life at the time, where I literally had that song repeat for like 2 days. Like, I was just like, this is the only thing getting me through. And it's All Right, The Calm Before the Storm.
And hence the brackets.
Yeah.
The beat was called Calm Before the Storm.
Okay. And for me, this track was just like pain, frustration, like with the industry and the pace of your career, but actually the hope in there that like, do you know what? It's going to be okay. And I mean, even the music video, it dropped during the pandemic around Black Lives Matter. And that was really powerful, especially when, as the Black community needed some kind of like support and hope. So how was that track for you? Because I feel like of all the tracks on the project, for me, that was one of the ones that the timing couldn't have been better as far as what was happening in society as well, not just your personal battles.
Like that one, it's funny because like that one, was really a personal one that I might not have put on the project because I don't know.
How many songs have you got like that were just there in your catalogue that we never hear?
I've got ones that I just don't feel like it fits, or I don't know. But like I'm really happy it was put on. It wasn't meant to be like one I'd put out as a single, but it has connected with people, which I wasn't expecting in that way.
I said that earlier, didn't I? So it's ones you don't expect.
Like it's amazing like what Rodney said. And Rodney helped me shoot that video, by the way. So we cycled up during the pandemic and went out to shoot that when there was literally no one in central London. We got there for like 4 or 5 a.m, which was really cool. It's so surreal, so real. But like what I can say is that it's just a lot. There's always going to be songs that I just tap in more emotionally with. And just kind of lay it all out,
There's a song that you don't tap in emotionally, or it's just some are deeper?
Some are deeper, Right. Like there's always going to be.
I feel like there's emotion in every song of yours, especially since SR1. I think maybe pre-SR1, not so much, but since SR1, I feel like consistently you can feel it.
Like definitely. So that so some are going deeper. But so some is just just surface level or mid kind of level. But it is a special one. And just to touch on like I didn't write that song, you know, with the intention of it being aligned with like what was going on at the time. Yeah. But it was just, you know, around that time that it was happening, it just, I'm just hearing that beat in my head, and I'm just the idea of thinking, being positive, it's going to be all right. Because, you know, it just felt aligned. Even though I wasn't talking about Black struggle, it felt aligned because of just, you know, knowing what struggle is generally, and having to strive to want something better for you and people around you, and you know, so
definitely,
yeah, it felt good to put that out, you know.
And so before we like move on to SR3, you also, and you know what, at the time I didn't clock this, but you also started doing a lot of singing covers on your YouTube.
Yeah.
One of the ones that jumped out to me was the Sound and Alicia Keys.
Oh, yeah.
What prompted this? Because I was like, I know you always play with your vocals and you experiment with your singing, but these were like proper covers.
Yeah. Like this was a time where...
Is that when you was doing your singing lessons, or...?
No, you know, I had singing lessons before that. Well, like literally dived into just a couple sessions just because I know I wanted to improve on singing and stuff. But this was like, during the pandemic where we were locked down, and I wanted to just create more content. And I thought this is perfect because I can create more content, but I could also sing songs that I love and understand how these songs were written. And also just improve my singing. So it was like a win-win. So I thought...
So it's just an experiment.
Yeah, like, So I remade the beats, I produced them, worked...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the beats were Oh, man. And then worked with Ishi and Rodney from Visualize It First, like working on like little visualizers for them as well. It was a cool time just to experiment and just have fun appreciating music in a different kind of space, you know.
I love that. Even when you're like got a full project out, you're still always thinking about what else can I do, how else can I develop. And I mean, it's obvious through the music over the years, but it's nice to just hear you talk about it, see how excited you get even talking about it.
Yeah.
So let's talk a bit about your creative direction in general, because post SR2 circa 2021, a lot more life was happening.
The main story that comes to mind is when he proposed to me. Yeah, we talked about marriage, but it was on the day that we moved into our house, and I was working the day that the move had to be done. So he did the move himself, and then I came home from work into our new home, and he met me at the car. He blindfolded me. He took me into the new house, and suddenly I heard music playing, and I was thinking, oh my God, this is music. This is live music. So he'd gotten his friend, Dougie, to play the steel pan. So it was playing Bob Marley, Is This Love? And then that's when I knew, oh my God, it's happening. And then he took the blindfold off. He was down on one knee and he proposed. But what's also amazing is, tying music into it all. He'd also asked Dougie to learn 4 other songs, some of my favourite songs, to play on the steel pan as well, that are not typically steel pan type songs. So yeah, that was just probably one of the most heartwarming things I've ever experienced. The fact that he'd been so considered about asking his friend to learn those songs, and it would have been weeks in the making as well to do that. I just thought, oh my goodness, this is a good guy. He is a really sort of salt of the earth guy, and I felt very, very lucky, and I still feel very, very lucky.
Aww.
So cute.
Oh, Cecil.
Honestly, like, I remember when Cecil told me that story, and I was just there, like, I think we was all together, and I was like, wow. Like, the attention to detail.
Yeah.
It shows you don't do things by half, because he was not only sorting out this proposal, you was moving. Like it was all going the same. You moved into your house on the day you proposed. Like you really don't make things easy for yourself.
Don't.
And I loved like the strong connection to music.
Yeah.
Like I know Cito's talked about that's one of your things that really you had in common from the beginning. So the fact that you implemented that into the proposal, like for me, it's beautiful.
Oh man. Yeah, like music is a strong part of our relationship, like our love for music. Yeah, like if she didn't love music, same way if my music wasn't, you know, a certain level or she didn't see it as good
she
music.
might have got dumped if she didn't like music.
It wouldn't have worked if she didn't, you know, like music or love music.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's a very strong thing for both of us. And yeah, it was a really beautiful moment. It's still.
Where's the video? I want to see this. Did you film it?
Yeah. I'll show you after this. Yeah. Yeah, we had Ishi and Rodney were down for that to film that, and my boy Gino as well. He was filming on a 360 cam. So you know, there's always technology involved. You know, always capturing moments. You know, like it's amazing.
Oh, I hope I get to see that at the wedding. You're going to share it, or I might be just dropping your production plans. The wedding reception.
Food for thought.
These massive life milestones obviously had a massive impact on your mood and therefore probably the creative direction of your music, would you say?
Yeah, I think, life, around this kind of period, I was like, it's influencing my music in terms of like wanting to be more, even though it's still tapping into, deep emotion and, the highs and the lows, I essentially want to make music that can move people, positively, energetically, that will translate well when performing and sharing that experience, So there's just more of an intention of, just moving people,
I mean, I'm glad you used the word moving because it's like emotionally and physically with music, isn't it?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Nice. And then from pre-SR1 and to date, the creative direction ambition just keeps developing. When talking to your network, everyone was in agreement with one thing.
His music is just so versatile and it takes you through all the moods and everything like that.
Literally. Everyone said the same thing.
Oh, wow.
How can I say this in one concise sentence? But
wow, yeah.
Everyone said that in their feedback about you and the way you've developed.
That's, I think that taps into just like me wanting to express more than one emotion because like we all experience more than one thing. And again, like I'll get bored just talking about one thing or focusing on one sound. And I guess that's me as a producer as well. Just like, I appreciate all sounds, like all genres. So like, I want to incorporate everything that excites me, So I'm glad that people kind of get that
from you.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point, it's almost like the audio was not enough. So similar to the Alone video, you was producing your beats, you was recording your vocals, you was mixing, mastering, but then you also started to creative direct, shoot and edit your videos. And I'm not the only one who noticed this. So when I talked to people about how much you love working on your creative direction, this is what one of them had to say.
The fact that he gets lost in this sort of creative musical world, it's just incredible. He uses a huge amount of his knowledge of, different tracks, different techniques to create this world. And I suppose in the last few years, he's been taking piano lessons to develop his knowledge as well. And so that's really impacted his music and his kind of implementation of that auto-tune and synth sounds, but not using it in a way to kind of mask anything, but just emphasize this world that he's building. I think that has been a really exciting development in his sound and in his journey.
Mad, that says it all there, Like, it's just about always just developing and just finding new ways or like improving on ways to express and, you know, just keep it interesting.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
Yeah.